Hey guys! So we're going to do our math lesson a little differently. Like I'll still explain everything the same and show you how I do everything, but there's something we're going to add on to this. And if there are any parents around or older siblings that are helping, if you can take a second and look at what I am about to show you. Whenever your child logs in to Clever, you'll notice the app has a C. Let me use this. All right, so this is Clever. And they should see under English language arts, iReady and some other things. And then under math, they'll see EnVision and iReady again. So what we're going to try to use now is the EnVisions app. So once you log into Clever, your child should be able to just hit EnVision. And when they open it up, I'm not exactly sure how it looks like, what it looks like on their end, but they should have a list of like maybe assignments that have been given to them from me. So you should see maybe just two today. One of them is going to be an interactive page, and I'll show you kind of what that might look like with them. Right here is whenever I hit the interactive page, it shows me the book in a digital form. So this is what our math book looks like, but online. They have a pen so they can actually write on it, and then you can always erase it. So maybe get them familiar with how to use the eraser and the pen over here, and you're actually even able to type stuff. So this is something we're going to use because I believe, and hopefully it saves their work, but we'll find out after today. They're going to do a couple pages that I ask them to do at the end, the homework portion. You will need to read to them the directions at the bottom and maybe work it out with them, but definitely try to let them do it by themselves. Hopefully they understand it already though, because we've been practicing a lot. But yeah, maybe there'll be a submission button at the end, but because this is all very new, I'm not really sure yet, but just have them color on it, maybe take one picture of a page just in case. But yeah, so thank you, parents. And now on to our lesson. So kids, for right now, just go ahead and get your piece of paper out, get your pencil, and at the top, let's go ahead and put math for 2120. That's today's date. Go ahead and write that at the top. Hopefully, if EnVisions works for you on your tablet, we might not have to use paper as much anymore. But as of today, we still need to because we're not sure how that's going to work. Okay, so math for 2120. Let's go ahead and look at our first problem. And remember, just pause the video if you need more time to write something. Let me go ahead and get my pen ready, my little pencil. I'm going to start with the color red. Let's see what it says. Okay. All right, don't worry about writing anything yet. Just wait until I ask you to. All right. How can these 18 boxes be split into 10 ones and some more ones? Use two different color crayons to color the boxes to show your work. Then write an equation to match the picture. Okay, so on your paper, I do want us to do this together. So on your paper, go ahead and circles are a little bit easier to make. So go ahead and make, in just like your pencil, 18 circles in a row. So it's going to be just like these boxes, but you're going to make 18 circles in a row. So for example, on your paper, that would be one circle, this would be another. So count a straight line and make 18 circles. And if you have colored pencils or colored crayons, go ahead and get two colors, okay? But go ahead and make 18 circles in a straight line. If you want to do squares, that's perfectly fine. I just know circles are easier to make sometimes. So go ahead and pause the video if you want to take some more time to do that. Okay. So down here it says, how can these 18 boxes be split into 10 ones and some more ones? And it wants me to use two different color crayons to color the boxes to show my work. So there are 18 boxes, and it wants me to show it split up between 10 ones and then some more. So let's go ahead and put our 10 with this color. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so I colored in 10. Now that's what you want to do on your paper is color in 10, one color. And if you don't have colors, you can just use your pencil. That's perfectly fine. But you'll need to make it look a little different for the rest because now we got to color in the rest because we have 10 ones and now we got to show some more ones. So I'm going to pick a different color. And you'll notice in EnVisions that you're able to do this as well. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I colored 8 more. So there were 10 ones and then 8 more ones. And that gives us 18, right? Because they told us there's 18 boxes altogether. Now I want to write the equation that goes along with this problem. So I'm going to change my pencil into just a normal black color. So we already know that there's 18 altogether, right? So I'm going to write 18 right here. 1 and 8 is an 18. And then that equals how many ones and how many more ones? We have 10 ones, right? And then how many more do we have? 8, right? 8, right here. So we have 18 altogether, and 18 is made up of 10 ones and 8 more ones. Awesome. Okay, so on your paper, you should have created your own version of this up here, and then go ahead and write the equation we came up with so I can see all the work you've done. So we have our drawing, and we have our equation. Good job, guys. All right, we're going to move on to the next page, but if you need more time to look at this, you can pause the video, okay? Okay, so our next page, let's see. Here we go. All right, so let's just go ahead and look up here. It looks like he has 17 blocks just in a row right here, right? They're all together, 17 high. So he has blocks that are 17 high, and you see the number right here. So we don't even have to count it right now because it tells us. And then she comes along, and she looks like she splits them up, right? She splits them up into 2 different pairs. She has the blue blocks now, and the red ones separated. Now, how many blue blocks do I have? It fills up the 10 frame, so we know we have 10. And then how many red blocks do I have? I have 7, right? Because we know if we count all these, it gives us the number 7. So if we wanted to create an equation out of this, we would put our total number, which is this right here, 17 all together. We put it right here. And then we put the number of blue right here, and then the number of red right here. So 17 is 10 ones and 7 more ones, right? Okay, so let's see what they want us to do down here. Have students color 10 cubes blue to show 10 ones, and then draw 10 blue cubes in the top 10 frame. Have them color the remaining cubes in the train red to show more ones. Count them and then draw red cubes in the bottom 10 frame. Then have them write an equation to match the pictures. Okay, so the first thing they want us to do is color in this cube line blue, but not all of them, right? They just want 10 colored in. So they already did this for us. They colored in 10 blocks, and then the rest of them they colored red. So let's see if it gives me some options. Cool. Okay. So how many blues do I have? Well, they already told us, right? Because we had to show 10 colored in first. So let's put 10 in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so that fills up my 10 frame. I have 10 blocks that are blue. Now, how many blocks do I have that are red? Let's go ahead and count to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so there's 8 red blocks. So let's go ahead and put 8 in our 10 frame. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I want you to answer this for me. How many blue blocks do I have? 10, right? And then how many red blocks do I have? 8. If you said 8, then you're correct. Okay, so now they want us to create our equation out of what we came up with. So let me grab my pencil. And we know the total amount. We add them all together. We have how many? Let's pretend maybe we don't know yet, but we do know that there's how many blue blocks? There's 10. We know there's 10. And then we're going to add how many? How many red blocks are there? There's 8. So now we just got to figure out what is 10 plus 8. If we add them all together, what number do we get? What number do we create with 10 ones and 8 more ones? 18, right? Because the number 1 and 18 shows us that there is one set of 10 in it. And then how many more set of ones? 8, right? So that's why we have an 8 here. All right. So on your paper, you can write number 1 and put 18 equals 10 plus 8. 18 equals 10 plus 8. This problem right here. And go ahead and pause the video so you can take some more time. And we are going to move on to the next page. Okay. All right, let's see. Color 10 squares blue to show 10 ones. And then draw 10 blue squares in the top 10 frame. Have them color the remaining cubes in the train red to show more ones. Count them and then draw red squares in the bottom 10 frame. Then have them write an equation to match the picture. Okay, so we need to start off with the number 10, right? And those are going to be blue. So I'm going to color in these cubes blue because that's what the directions say. So for number 2, you do not have to draw this, okay? I just want you to listen and count with me. All right, so we got to count to 10. So help me out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I stop there, right? Okay, so I have 10. So let's go ahead and fill up our little 10 frame. How many do I put in? Do you know? 10, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so we have 10 here, and then we put 10 in here. So now they want us to take our red color and go ahead and fill in the rest of the blocks. Now let's count as we fill them in because we need to know how many to put in this bottom 10 frame. All right, so count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, so we got the number 9. So remember that number, 9. How many reds do I put down here? That's right, 9. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we stop there. Cool. Okay, so let's go ahead and take our pencil out. And you can take your pencil out for number 2. Write the number 2. And then let's fill in our equation. All right, so let's pretend we don't know what this answer is going to be yet, but we do know what number is going to go here first, right? So how many blues did I have? It filled up my 10 frame. So we had 10, right? So I'm going to write the number 10. And then I have my plus sign. So 10 plus what? We have 10 ones, and then how many more ones did I find? How many are red? We had the number 9, right? There's 9 right here. So that's what I need to put here. All right, so what is 10 plus 9? Now, without even having to add all these, I think we already know what 10 plus 9 is, right? All we have to remember is that our number is going to be a teen number because there is one set of 10. This isn't like the number 20 or anything. It's one set of 10, just one. So I'm going to put my 1 right here because there's just one set of 10. And then how many more ones do I see right here? I see 9, right? So that gives me what number? 19. So that's going to be our equation. 19 equals 10 ones and more ones, which is 9. 9 more. So that also means 10 plus 9 equals 19. So write this equation. And we are going to do the same thing for number 3. Let me get my blue pen really quick. While y'all finish writing that, don't forget you can pause the video. All right, so we always want to start with the number 10 for this, right? So they want me to fill in how many blue squares? 10 blue squares. So count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Cool. And then they want me to plug in this number over here. So let me get my blue blocks and put in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then now that we have our 10 here and our 10 over here, they want us to fill up the rest of these red, right? So let me get my red and count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so we have 7 in the red blocks, right? 7 was left. We filled up 10, and then there are 7 more that we had to fill in. So that's the number 7. So how many red blocks do I need to put in this second 10 frame? Go ahead and say the number out loud. That's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yay. Okay, now I have my little pencil. And I want to figure out my equation. So we already know, what do we know? We know that how many are blue and how many is in this top 10 frame. If you already know the number, you can go ahead and write it down. And that number we started with was 10 ones, right? 10. And then how many more did we put in here? How many more was left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? All right, so I'm going to put the number 7 here because that was our other number. We have 10 plus 7. Now, what is our answer going to be? What is 10 plus 7? If you already know, go ahead and write it. That means you're catching on real quick. And you pretty much know exactly what you're doing. So 10 plus 7, we know that 10 plus 7 means there is one set of 10. That means it's going to be a teen number. And then how many more? 7 more ones, right? So that gives us what number? 17. So 17 equals 10 ones and 7 more ones. I want everyone to say that out loud. Say 17 is 10 ones and 7 more ones. And then also I want you to say 10 plus 7 equals 17. All right, so this is the last one we're going to do before you do some stuff all by yourself, okay? So number 4, write the number 4 on your paper. You just wrote this equation, 17 equals 10 plus 7 for number 3, but now we're on number 4. All right, so number 4, it says, complete the equation to match the counters. All right, so our counters are already in there for us, so that makes it easy. Now all we have to do is like count them and plug in our numbers. So the equation is already telling us that there are 18 altogether, right? Because the equal sign tells us how many altogether. So that's helpful. We already know there's 18. So how many is in that top 10 frame? 10, right? So after the number 18, we're going to have the equal sign, and we're going to go ahead and write our number 10 right here, 10. And then 10 plus what? How many more ones are there? 18 is 10 ones, and then how many do you think are down here in the second 10 frame? Well, I think we know without even counting that it might be this number right here, right? Because this 1 represents that there is one set of 10, and this number, 8, represents that there are 8 more than 10. So there are 10 ones and then 8 more ones. But of course, if you don't know, you can always count these down here. We could count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we get the same number. So on your paper, go ahead and write this equation right here. Put 18 equals 10 plus 8. Go ahead and pause the video and write that down. And then out loud, I want you to say 18 is 10 ones and 8 more ones. And then I want you to say 10 plus 8 equals 18. Very good. All right, so you have written down all these equations. So I'm going to go ahead and just show you what I want you to do. All right, let's see. All right, so I know I said that we might be doing the homework portion, but I think I just want you to do the independent practice. So what you're going to do is you're going to log into what I was showing you. You're going to get on Clever. You're going to log into EnVision. So right here is what EnVision looks like. It'll open up and it should say something about an assignment that was posted from me. And I'm not sure what it's going to be called, but it should be from chapter 10-6. It should maybe be called Interactive Student Edition. So you need to look for the page that says Independent Practice. You see how it says that up here, Independent Practice? It's also known as page 600 at the bottom left, 600. All right, and you have just 3 problems to work through. These first 2 you can probably do all by yourself, but this last one, you probably want to get a parent to help you, okay? But tell your parents that you need to get on Clever and go into EnVision. And then after you fill in all of your answers, go ahead and send me a picture. Have a parent or a big brother or big sister take a picture of your computer just so I can see how you did, okay? You don't have to do anything else on paper unless your computer has an issue, okay? But just do this one page, independent practice. If you want more practice, you can definitely do the homework, okay? And then you can ask your parents if they want you to do that too. But there's a homework page as well. But you don't have to do that. You can focus on the independent practice. All right, but tell your parents, tell your big brother or big sister to message me if they have any questions, okay? I will be here and I'll see you at the afternoon meeting or the morning meeting, whichever one comes first after you do this. All right, bye guys.